I am Jess from Jess McLellan Designs. Welcome to my channel. This is the very first video that I will be uploading, and I am excited that you're here. With me. You will not see my face in this video simply because I will be showing you something on the computer, and truthfully, this mama is a hot mess at the moment, but I will, be posting videos frequently, and you'll see me soon. Anyway, you are here because you want to learn a little bit about mockups and watermarks in Canva. So let's go ahead and get started. This video is going to be pretty basic for, of course, the beginner who maybe doesn't know where to start, may or may not have experience with Canva, but really just needs to get, some basic ideas and tips and tricks down. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to click Create Design in the top right corner. And I am going to go ahead, I have it down to recent here, but we can go ahead and do it at the top just so that you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to change this to inches. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 10 by 10 inches. And the reason that I'm going to do that is just because this image is going to work for anything. And so it's just going to be a nice big crisp image. I also use this size in Procreate, which we'll get to another day. So I'm going to create my design and I am given a blank canvas. So we are going to start by creating a mock-up. And if you are so new that you don't really know what a mock-up is, a mock-up can be used for a number of brands to sort of share what their products look like. Either, with some other items that make it look appealing or some things that it goes with, but sort of just a nicer way than just a regular old picture of showing an item for your potential customers. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to actually begin with a background. And the really nice thing about Canva is that you have so many background options. And one thing that I'm not sure if everybody knows is that you do not have to use the backgrounds for your background. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So when you're in backgrounds, you of course have tons of options. You can search backgrounds if there's something specific that you're looking for, but you might not find what you want. There aren't endless choices. So what you can also do, let's say you don't find anything here, you might want to go ahead to Photos, where Canva has an unbelievable amount of resources. And you might find something here. Like everything you see here is from Photos, and you can search for anything that's related to what you're sharing, and I promise you will find something that you like. So I am going to today do a mock-up for an Easter shirt that I've created. And so I'm going to use this as my background, but as you'll see, it's just this small picture right now. So I'm just going to make it bigger. One thing you'll see in Canva, if you change your image sizes by the sides, you'll see that it actually cuts the image, right? And changes the size of the image. It zooms it in, cuts it, zooms it out. If you pull from the corners, you literally just make it bigger. Now you'll see here that this isn't going to fill the whole thing. So you're going to have to do some side pulling and sort of just decide where you want that image to be, these eggs. And I'm okay with it like that. So now that I have my background, I'm going to go ahead and grab my shirt. Now you have a couple of options when it comes to placing an item. For example, in this case, a shirt. I have a picture of a onesie that I took. It's not the greatest picture, but for the sake of today, it's going to work. You might find a picture of a onesie on a website that you actually purchase onesies from. You can just kind of save that picture to your computer and use that. But really, whatever picture you have of that onesie or shirt or whatever you're using will do. So now we have this picture here. We've got this big white box around it because that's what the onesie was on. All we're going to do is go ahead and click Effects, and then Background Remover. This is going to completely remove that background so that I just have my white onesie and the pretty background that I've selected for my mockup. And there we are. Okay, so again, this is a little bit wrinkly, the lighting wasn't great, but it's going to work for today's purposes. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose an image that I will be using for my onesies. Now I have already uploaded these images without backgrounds. But if you create something in a program, or if you download something, purchase something from Etsy or designbundles.net, you may end up with something that has a white background. And if that's the case, you'll just do what we just did to get the onesie transparent, background free. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of my images. And here I've got just this little peep with a name showing that this is an option for a shirt. Just removing those sides. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around a little bit, do some rotating, try to get it centered. And then I'm going to go ahead, let me see what I think there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want to try to get it looking as appealing as possible for potential customers. I'm going to go ahead and select both pieces, and I'm going to group them together. This is just going to allow me to go in and out. Now, if you are okay with where we're at here, the next step would be adding logos and watermarks. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you some other things to show that really everything can be done in Canva. So the next thing I'm going to do, and you'll see here that I have these baby shoes. All I did was search for baby shoes. You'll see there are a lot of different options, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these ones. And again, I'm going to click Effects, and I'm going to remove this background. Now, many of the pictures that you will see in my searches are with the paid Canva subscription. There is a free option available, though there aren't quite as many things, but it is a really great resource as well. So now I've got these cute little shoes. I'm also going to go ahead and just add a quick little head wrap from my shop. Bring it all together. Again, effects. This background remover is magic, if you haven't noticed already. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and then we'll go ahead and add logos and watermarks. For those that, again, if you're super new, watermarks can be a little confusing if you're in groups with graphics or anything like that. Group moderators are, especially lately, it seems very serious about making sure that if you are putting a graphic up, if you're looking for something, that you are making sure that there's watermarks on your images, or that you're scribbling on images, kind of just like making sure that someone can't easily just copy that design. And so that's what watermarks are for. So first thing I'm going to do is take my logo. And my logo, last time it was uploaded here, also has a background, so I'm going to get rid of it as well. And then when it comes to watermarking, I really think that it's personal preference over what you use, like for your brand. So I'm just going to put my logo in the corner, and then I'm going to watermark with my shop's name, just the text. I'll show you what I mean by that. So here's my little logo, and then I'm going to go ahead and add text. Make this bigger. Sometimes you'll see that things can be a little finicky when you click on them. So again, the importance of the watermark is, so nobody's copying designs. Some people will put them over their entire image. Some people will put them just on their design. Again, personal preference. All you're going to do is go ahead, next to effects, you have these three dots, this more section, and you're going to select this sort of checkerboard that goes from dark to white. And this is your transparency. So it's up to you. You want it to be there so someone can't just copy it, so that it would be obvious they have something there. But you also want to be able to see your image. So I think that that works okay. And that is it for creating mockups and putting watermarks on your mockups or on your images. If you were to just have a design, that's how you would do your mockups, your watermarks as well. And that's it. So you can do this with just about anything. You can pull pictures from different sources. You can use Canva's pictures. You can use personal pictures that you take. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you think that you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. There will be more coming soon. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in.